Hello, my name is Navigator. In today's brief video, I'm going to be going over a haul from Buffalo, New York this weekend and a couple other spots in between. Well, it's really only that 80s toy shop in Buffalo, New York, a Smackdown live from Buffalo, New York as well. There was Smackdown in Buffalo this past Friday, which I went to, and then Larger Than Life in Syracuse, New York, and that all kind of took place over the course of the weekend of January 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So let's get started. You can see some stuff already here in front of you. I'm going to get rid of some of the stuff up top here because it's quite the balancing act. But I'm going to be starting off with a bunch of the loose figures that I did grab. So from that 80s toy shop, some of the wrestlers, just to start off here, we did get, and all of these loose ones were $3 from that 80s. We did get a loose Jax Bruiser Brody, and this thing is just awesome. I mean, I'm a huge Brody fan, and to finally have his figure, I know it's Jax, nothing too crazy, is still really cool. I mean, he's got the removable, or I guess removable, kind of felt things there. I can always turn his head into an elite or something like that, but it's really cool to have this, and he's actually pretty valuable on his own. Speaking of Jax figures, we also have another personal grail of mine. Not really too expensive or anything, but I'm a huge fan of the Brooklyn Brawler, and to have his figure finally in the collection, I'm very excited for that. And he came with his shirt, which is something that you don't see too often, but I love that we finally have the Brooklyn Brawler in the collection. And this is one that I will probably convert into an elite. I'll probably pop the head off of him and the shirt and throw that onto an elite body. Just got to find one there, but hopefully that'll be coming fairly soon here on the channel. Next up here, we also have the Chase Ricky Starks. It's not the same head, but the body. It is the body. And this was kind of just in like a random bin, almost like a fodder bin, but I had a keen eye for this. This is at least the body from the Chase AEW Ricky Starks, where he was kind of dressed up as Darby Allin. This will be really good for customs. It's kind of a slender body, almost all black slender pants here, which is really nice. So I think this will come in handy for some customs I'll be doing here. We've got a couple other loose things here. To start off with, you could probably see it in the thumbnail, a personal grail of mine, like easily, like top of wrestling, of Marvel Legends, of anything that I collect, easily a grail of mine. That's going to be the Marvel Toy Biz Deadpool. And it's loose and it's complete, exactly how I want it. I could have wanted it any other way. I have taken it out of here and it is a little loose, so I want to keep it in the packaging, at least for the time being. But it has everything, the stand, all the weapons, the AKs there, the little, I forget his name, like Goober guy. I forget his name. He's almost like Slimer, but this is incredible. He will be going on my favorite shelf. I cannot believe it. Got him for $50 at that 80s toy shop this past weekend. So happy. He was like behind a bunch of stuff on the shelf and I found it and I was like, oh my gosh. But this is just massive to find this for me. Marvel Legends, especially the Toy Biz Marvel Legends, were the first action figure line that I ever started collecting back when I was 15. So it's making it a decade anniversary now this year. But it's just incredible. This is one that I always wanted it for a good price, and I finally got it. So thanks to that 80s toy shop. We'll throw that to the side. Two other loose things here. Just because it was $10 at Larger Than Life, I did get a Lady Jane from the G.I. Joe Classified line, just a $10 G.I. Joe. And I'm trying, you guys know me, I'm trying to diversify my collections, be inclusive here. So I needed to get some more, women figures in the collection, female figures in the collection. And we do have Lady Jane here. So that's really cool. Another Classified to add to the collection. And the final thing here, just because I thought it was kind of a cool gimmick, we had this little Transformers phone thing. And you guys know me, I like to have certain things that I unbox here on the channel and certain things to kind of mess around with myself, and this is exactly that. I have a feeling that this is a Transformer. I just have a feeling. So what I'm going to do is on my own time, I'm going to take him out of here, clean this up, and we'll see what's going on with this Transformer cell phone. So there we go. Kind of a nice little prop there. I don't have too many Transformers. I think I literally have like 2 or 3 in the collection. So, all right. The rest of the stuff here, I'll get rid of these two things on the side first. This one over here is kind of scaring me. So we'll pull this out. This is my goodie bag, my loot bag from the Smackdown taping in Buffalo, New York, and I will be keeping most of this in the packaging just because I'm not going to wear it. I kind of just wanted to keep it as like little value and whatever, but we do have the Jey Uso Yeet glasses. These will be going with my signed Outrunner and my Orange Cassidy glasses, but this is super cool to have those. The orange sports shades, that's so cool. And I think those have the little Yeet logo on them. The other thing that I will be keeping in the packaging is going to be the Last Time Is Now, Never Give Up, You Can't See Me sweatbands. So I already have the LA Knight sweatbands. I just need those CM Punk like arm wraps. I got to go to a Raw taping, and this is just super cool. So hopefully one day my bicep will be able to fit in this armband, but I don't know. I'm not going to open this anyways, but you guys, I don't know, just a little joke there. You guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so really cool to get those John Cena armbands. And then speaking of Cena, we also got a Last Time Is Now Buffalo shirt. So this is really cool. I do not have any John Cena shirts in the collection, but we have this one, Buffalo, John Cena 2026, You Can't See Me. So that was really cool, just to have a nice John Cena shirt. I'm not from Buffalo, but, I'm there so much. There's not going to be like a Utica, You Can't See Me one, at least I don't think so. And the other shirt that I got, because I don't have any Cody stuff, this is the Captain Cody Rhodes shirt. And I love that whole Captain title that he did for like a spell at Survivor Series. And I love stuff on the shoulder. So you have the WWE logo on that shoulder and the Cody Rhodes shoulder or logo on that shoulder. So that was really cool. And again, I got those at the Smackdown showing in Buffalo, New York this past week. I'm going to throw that all back together in that bag. And then, all right, everything in box here. Well, actually, in bag. One more thing here. At Destiny USA, I did stop at the Lego store as well. I forgot to mention that. And I got one little set just because I love it. I'm a huge fan of taxis. And they had this really cool taxi cab. And like I said in my recent video going over the Avatar stuff, the only collections I want to expand on are my Johnny Thunder, my Avatar, and my Ghostbusters. And if you guys remember, if you guys have a keen memory, the Ghostbusters set, not only does it have like a sidewalk and like a little street area kind of, but it also has the ghost taxi driver. So for $15, I thought this would be a nice little thing just to kind of build on my own. It comes with some really fun minifigures. I really like this guy a lot, the taxi cab driver. I love his little hat and his shirt there, which was another big sell for me. But I'm just going to throw my Ghostbuster guy in there, minifigure, and that'll be looking really cool. So that was really cool. And then I didn't really look at what else the attendant threw in my thing here. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's just a little pamphlet. Lego Insiders free to join. Dang, I thought it was going to be like a little sticker or something. That's okay. But this set is really cool, and I'll build that on my own time. We do have that. All right, here is all. Oh my God, I got one last thing. Jonah Hex number 15. I have every issue. I was stopping at 15, and then I had 16, 17, all the way up to 24. So now I have Jonah Hex from the original series 1 through 24. I finally got 15. A little bit of damage there, but beggars can't be choosers. Got that at Larger Than Life at Destiny USA. All right, here are the figures. From eBay, we got the 1-2-3 kit. I'm not a huge fan of the 1-2-3 kit, X-Pack, nothing. I'm probably going to unbox this on the channel, probably right after I do this, just to get it out of the way. But I am looking to make a custom wrestler, Nick Aldis / Magnum / Sir Brutus Magnus, not Magnum, but Magnus figure. I'm a huge fan of Magnus, the wrestler. And this, of course, comes with the head from the Build-A-Figure. Grab this off of eBay, and I'm really excited for that. So look out for a review for that figure. The two other WWE Elites that I got, they're the same, but that's going to be the Series 121 CM Punk in that awesome kind of like reverse Money in the Bank 2011 gear with the white. It's just so cool. I love how that looks. And I got two of them. I'll probably unbox one of them. Who knows? And then the other one to keep in the collection. You guys know me. I'm a completionist when it comes to Punk. So we have those thanks to That 80s Toy Shop. Like I said, 1-2-3 kit I got on eBay. Punk I got at That 80s Toy Shop, along with this missing a head Mads Kruger MLW figure. I don't have any MLW figures, and I was like, you know what, for $24 and the price of a normal Elite, I might as well, start one. These are few and far between that I come across. The only other one that I've ever seen in person was the Jacob Fatu, which I already have his Elite, and it was like $70. But this was really cool, so I'll be just kind of, it's already open. I'm not going to do a video on it. I'll just unbox this on my own time and kind of mess around with it. But really cool, Mads Kruger from MLW. Who knows? Maybe we'll unbox it. We'll see. We'll see what happens with Mads. From Amazon and, via Figures Toy Company, we did get the merch stand playset. For you guys that didn't know, I actually made my own last year. It's right over there in the corner with Boss Man and Brodito and the event staff there. This is kind of the merch stand, and I incorporated like concessions and a merch stand into my area. So what I'm hoping is I can use parts from this and the one that I have existing and kind of combine them, but this is definitely a more professional one. I will be doing a review of this on the channel, so don't worry. You'll be able to see all the parts with that in its own own video. And the last two things I have here, they're kind of one and the same. So the first thing that I have is going to be this Monster vs. Hollow Earth Godzilla vs. Kong diorama video, and I could do a review of this, but it's going to take a really long time to build, and the figures are kind of subpar. I mean, it really wouldn't be that interesting. I'd just be showing off a bunch of cardboard, and people have made videos about it on here as well. So if you are curious about this, just look up Hollow Earth figures and diorama set. Again, I don't know, maybe I won't make a video on it, who knows, but I really don't want to. That's the big thing on it, because there's just a lot going on with this. Anyways, I have a new Avatar shelf, so I moved my James Cameron figures from over there. They were on the shelf where that Star Wars stuff is. Moved it over there, and I kind of wanted to have a nice backdrop there. So I found this really cool, like, cardboard Godzilla, like Hollow Earth setup, and I thought that it looked pretty similar to Pandora. And it's like multi-level and stuff like that. It looks pretty decent. There's two setups here. And it's cardboard, so if it's not tall enough, I can always cut it or whatever. But I thought this would just be great for that shelf. And the reason I went to that 80 is because I had a bunch of store credit, so I was kind of just like throwing stuff in there. And this was just kind of like the last thing that I grabbed there. So I don't know, maybe not the smartest purchase, but we'll see what happens with it. But the number one intention of why I went out there, I made that Avatar shelf, and I knew that they were going to have Jake Sully's Banshee from Avatar McFarlane. So this is really cool. I've reviewed, at least I'm pretty sure I reviewed the Ant Machine here on the channel, along with Jake Sully, all the Jake Sully's Neytiri Quaritch, and I will be doing a review of Jake Sully's Banshee here, and that'll be really cool. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, that's going to be it, folks. A review of everything that I got in Buffalo, the New Year haul, as we'll call it. Maybe New Year haul part 2. Maybe I've already done that gimmick, I forget. But we'll see what happens, and yeah, I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, folks. As always, my name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care.